welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. A very quick update here. As you may have seen a couple of days ago, I got this brand new Luke Skywalker figure that I reviewed, which is the new kind of like likeness from A New Hope, Farm Boy Luke. And obviously we were debating that once again Hasbro haven't quite got Mark Hamill's likeness from that movie down to a T yet. So I speculated obviously that I was going to do a head swap and try and find a cheap X-Wing Luke, which obviously has a better facial sculpt. Let's just take this helmet off. Oh, come on.
Much later.
Ah, finally, there we go. Well, that was a palaver, wasn't it? Right, yeah, so I've always thought that this was a brilliant Luke Skywalker facial sculpt. And so what I have done is I've ordered another X-Wing Luke. And surprisingly, it arrived this morning, on a Sunday no less, at the time that I'm recording this. From In Demand Toys, which I think it's been on their shelf for a bit because you can just see the dust there. So it's been in their stock room or whatever. But yeah, I ordered it on the Friday when I recorded the video. The video was uploaded and premiered on the Saturday. And lo and behold, this morning, the Sunday, this popped through the letterbox, which I got for less than £15. So I thought that was a good bargain. He was really cheap at Smith's once last year, but I did not get him because obviously I didn't feel the need of, getting that figure at the time. But what we'll do is we'll get this guy open up. We'll have a look at the comparison of obviously the two figures briefly, because obviously this is the first archive release without digital face printing. This is the second most recent archive release with digital face printing, and then we'll look at swapping the head with the New Hope Luke Skywalker. Okay, so the extras are virtually the same. Obviously, he comes with the lightsaber, which is there, comes with the pistol, comes with the helmet, which is virtually identical. Let's just have a look. Yeah, there's a nice kind of like wash on there. The red's a bit darker compared to the original one, which I think is a little bit more screen accurate. But effectively, it is virtually the same. Just a bit more prominent in places. But yeah, there's not a huge amount of difference in the helmets there. And obviously, if you want to see the review of the life-size helmet that I got from Walt Disney World, from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you can find that in our Star Wars roleplay, kind of like lightsaber and helmets playlist. That's a good video, that. So I'll just put that down there, put that back in there. And then let's just have a quick comparison here. So obviously you can see this one obviously has more of a painted approach to the figure. This one has a bit of a lighter kind of like approach. There's no paint on the actual face. It looks like it's kind of like cast in the same kind of like colour plastic. It is looking a little bit glossy, so we will probably just apply a little bit of Mr. Super Clear matte spray just to dull that down a little, and then obviously we will then look at getting that swapped out. Besides that, the figures are virtually identical. Obviously they're the same, they're pinned, they're the old mould. There's no real difference there at all. They are virtually identical. There's no major upgrade in the paint jobs. They both have that kind of like wash applied to the X-Wing flight suit. So the only thing that's of real significant difference is the fact that there's digital face printing on here, and it's cast in a slightly different plastic, which means that they don't need to actually paint the face, but it's still retaining that very, very good likeness of Mark Hamill, which I think is far, far better than the one we've got here. So we'll apply some Mr. Super Clear on that, dull that down, and then we'll swap the heads. Okay, so applied some matte spray, and that has dulled his face down quite a bit, so that's very, very good. Obviously, I'm just showing a comparison of the two head sculpts here. And just obviously, I just think this obviously just captures Mark Hamill's likeness much better than this one. And it is just bizarre how they got the likeness so brilliantly. This was the original X-Wing Luke was one of the very, very first figures released in the Black Series line. It actually has the details on the back there of his original year of release. So you can see there on the back of the archive packaging. So now let's look at swapping the heads, and we should be very, very easy to look at getting that all popped off. Okay, now as you probably saw in the other video, for some reason they have secured the ball joint in the actual head there, and obviously not put it in the neck, which is quite a bizarre choice. But that's Hasbro for you. If you've watched the Indiana Jones custom video, where I make a Crystal Skull Indy out of various other Indiana Jones figures, you will know that this is bizarrely completely how a lot of figures just look completely opposite to what they do. So I have decided not to do super glue. So I will obviously be looking at just sticking this down with a little bit of blue tack. But just look at that straight away. That automatically looks like Luke Skywalker. Far better than what that does. And that looks like he does in the homestead binary sunset scene. Looking out there, wistfully wondering if he's ever going to get off Tatooine, not knowing the destiny that lies ahead of him. So yeah, so let's just get a little bit of a blue tack on there so we can then just stick that on. And there we go. We then have a custom Farm Boy Luke with a far better likeness. And there we have it, a custom swapped heads Luke Skywalker from Star Wars A New Hope, a brand new, much better likeness Farm Boy Luke, far better than this version that we got here. The hair's a lot more accurate. It's got that shagginess to it, which it had at the back, which obviously I showed in that interview clip in the last video. And it's the right colour. It's that dirty brown kind of like colour, which is far more accurate. You can see a little bit of blue tack popping out there, so I might just reduce the amount of blue tack that's on the head. But that's far better, much better. Why Hasbro got it so wrong, I do not know. But like you say, you've got Luke Skywalker on his first appearance when we first see him, and then Luke Skywalker when he successfully fulfills part of his destiny and destroys the Death Star. So there you go. That's how to do a quick custom head swap using a existing figure with a far better head sculpt. So thanks for watching. Obviously, if you like the video, please give it a like. Share it amongst anybody who collects Star Wars Black Series. It really is appreciated. And obviously, don't forget to hit that notification bell, subscription button, and all the rest of it. And we will see you very, very soon. And Bearded Geek Toy Reviews with a proper review next time. But yeah, if you have a go at this, let me know how it goes. But yeah, that's a lot better.